And it's like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it to my future husband?
Céline Dion's wedding day is all coming back to her. In the April 23rd episode of Vogue's Life in Looks series, the All By Myself singer looks back at the iconic wedding dress and tiara she wore for her 1994 marriage to René Angelil. And it turns out bigger is not always better.
The dress couldn't have been big enough. I could have had 3 times the size on my head. I could have had 6 different dresses that night.
The Grammy winner then talks about the most striking part of her wedding day ensemble, the tiara headpiece.
This big piece is not glued to my head, obviously. It has been sewn. So no problem, I can manage the weight. And when you're so happy, there's no weight, there's no problem, there's no pain.
And as excited as she was to debut the look, things didn't go quite as planned on the big day.
We kind of rehearsed one time with the dress and the big veil and all that. And it was in a big ballroom, and it was all made of like beautiful wooden floors. I practice and everything is smooth and everything is fine. But when I had to walk the cathedral, it's no wooden floor, it's carpet. I had an immediate facelift. I start to walk and I go like, and it's like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it to my future husband? But like I said, oh, I'm gonna run to you. I did.
However, beauty is pain, and the next morning, Céline admits that she paid the price.
So all night, all great, people happy, but when we removed the tiara, I had a cut because the pressure was too much. The next day, I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror, I have the size of an egg in the middle of my forehead. I look at my husband and I said, it's too late now, we're married. But it's so huge that it makes my eyes look like this. I'm like, okay, let's go to the doctor. So I had to be on antibiotics for about 3 weeks. But here it is.
Céline and René, who share 23-year-old son René Charles and 13-year-old twin boys Nelson and Eddie, were married for 22 years before the music producer passed away from cancer in 2016. And in recent years, Céline's own health has taken a turn, with the singer sharing her stiff person syndrome diagnosis in 2022. However, she's not letting the illness stop her from living her best life. Telling Vogue France earlier this week, "Life doesn't give you any answers. You just have to live it. The way I see it, I have 2 choices. Either I train like an athlete and work super hard, or I switch off and it's over. I stay at home, listen to my songs, stand in front of the mirror, and sing to myself." The 56-year-old also acknowledged how fortunate she is to have so much support from those around her, saying, "People who suffer from SPS may not be lucky enough or have the means to have good doctors and good treatments. I have those means, and this is a gift. What's more, I have this strength within me. I know that nothing is going to stop me."